Scrappiness channel on YouTube. Today we're going to be making, as the title says, a 5x7 bridge fold card. I'm not sure if I've done a bridge fold card on the Fun Fold Fridays before or not, but if we have, it wasn't a 5x7, I don't think. So I'm going to show you how to make this bad boy today. And we're going to be using the In the Doghouse collection from Katscrappiness because we are still in the dog days of summer here. Hey, Cookie Cat, how are you? Hopefully everybody's having a good day. It's Friday finally, y'all. Finally Friday. So let's go ahead and start on this, I guess, in a minute. So everybody, let me know where you're coming from today, where you're watching us from or whatever, and let me know your name. Some of y'all may know your names already. Some of y'all may not. So please do go ahead and share where you're coming from today. Okay, so let's see. I don't know if my chat is working or not on my tablet. It does not seem to be. Nope. I guess it's not working yet. But I'm glad there's 3 in-house so far. We're going to get started in about 15 seconds or so at the 2-minute mark. And we're going to have some fun today on Fun Fold Fridays. So first thing we're going to need is an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock here. Hey, Don, how are you? Van Island. That's cool. Jana, how are you? Hope you're doing well. We're going to start with this 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. We're just going to cut it down a little bit, and I'll show you how to do that. That's our first step. So we're going to want to cut this down 7 inches square. No problem, Jana. You're cool. It's cool. So we're going to cut this. You could cut it at 7 inches, or if you don't have one of these long paper trimmers that have a telescopic handle, you can always cut it 1/2 inches. That'll make it 7 inches. This will be on the 8.5 inch side. Cut 1/2 inches. And you'll get your 7-inch wide piece. So next one, we're going to turn quarter turn. And we can just cut that at 4 inches. That'll be easier than taking out the telescopic handle. Because it's 11 inches, taking 4 inches off will make it 7-inch square, which is what we want. Next up, what we want to do is go ahead and get our 7x7 square piece of cardstock here, and we're going to score it a little bit. Score it 1 inch. Yeah, I am using my Katscrappiness Teflon bone folder pen here. And we're also going to be scoring at 6 inches. And then we're going to flip it over. So those score lines that you just had indented are now going to be raised score lines because we flipped it upside down. And we're going to score again. This time we're going to score at 2 inches. And 5 inches. So as far as I'm concerned, we're done with the scoreboard today. Unless you want to do some fancy footwork. but I don't think we want to do that. So we're going to go ahead and start folding, burnishing our score marks. We're going to take in our 2-inch and 5-inch first and burnish that down. There's a 2-inch line. Here's your 5-inch line. And if anybody has any questions along the way, please do ask. Don't be afraid to ask, because I'll be more glad to answer for you. So I'm going to update this chat real quick. Okay. And then we're going to take our 1-inch and 6-inch score lines, and we're going to fold them back towards us like that. Same thing with this one here. Go fold it back towards you. And burnish. And we got the beginnings of our bridge fold card now. Oh, that's cool, Don. You use score blade on a trimmer. I do technically have score blade on my trimmer too, but I use it. But yeah, that's really nice when you got score blade on your trimmer. So thanks for that helpful tip, Don. I really appreciate it. So next, we're going to go ahead and make our mats and layers, and make the bridge here as well. So what we're going to need is a piece of some kind of cardstock, whatever color you want it to be. Technically, Don, they are supposed to be regularly every Friday, but some weeks I don't feel so great, so I don't go every Friday exactly. Hope that makes sense, because I do have some health issues that I can't go every single Friday, but I try to go every Friday live at this time. So I'm going to go ahead now and cut this down to about 6.5 inches. That might work. Now that I got this cut to 6.5 inches tall, I'm just going to make 4 cuts that are 3/4 of an inch. Because remember, these pillars here are 1 inch each. So we're going to want to get a little 1/4 of an inch smaller than the pillars themselves. So we're going to go ahead and just cut them 4 pieces at 3/4 of an inch by 6.5 inches. And the reason I'm doing 6.5 inches as opposed to 6 3/4 inches is because my cardstock I'm going to be using from Katscrappiness today is 6 by 6. So it makes it easier that way. But you can still cut at 3/4 of an inch wide for these 4 pillars. So now we got 3. I'll get to the chat in just a moment. And now we're going to want a 2 3/4 inch piece, because this middle part here is 3 inches wide. So we're going to get that to 2 3/4 inches. And then we're going to cut it. Yeah, true. That is true, Don. I have done that before. Okay, cool, Don. Thanks for crafting along today with us. And we're going to need one more piece of this orange here. So So we're going to want to make this about 5 inches wide. I'm just trying to figure out which side to get it from. I think I'm going to use this side. Actually, we're going to make it 1 3/4 inches. Then we can cut the other piece down the other side down to 5 inches. I think that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to cut this side down to 5 inches here. And this is going to be the mat for the bridge piece. Thank you, Don. I like it too. I found it was kind of difficult to glue the cardstock onto this red holographic paper that I had in my stash. The pattern paper is actually from the Creepy and Cookie collection from Katscrappiness. So the rest of it was from my stash. So I want to just make it a little easier on everybody. So that's why I'm using the orange. I'm thinking I'm going to use this. What do y'all think of using this as our layer piece up against the orange cardstock for the mat? What do y'all think of that? Y'all think it'll work? Yes, Don, I watch Craft Roulette religiously. I try to enter as often as I can on there, but sometimes it doesn't quite work out. But I actually joined the Mug Club recently on Craft Roulette. I have put in 100 submissions to my for me into Craft Roulette. So I will be very excited for tonight's episode. I forget who's the host. Co-host with Mary Gun Fun, but I forget who it is. I want to say it might be Irene Smith. It might be her, but I'm not sure. Not absolutely for sure. What y'all think of this cardstock here? You think it'll go well? And while we're at this, I'm going to refresh my video here on the tablet. Yes, okay. Sounds good. Good afternoon, Crystal. How are you? How are you, friend? I'm going to get this gummy off of here first. That's just from top of the pad, just in case. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to cut our mat pieces for our layer pieces first for the pillars. Remember, we cut this down to 3/4 inch by 6.5 inches. So this is going to be 6 inches by 1/2 inch. So we're taking a whole 1/2 inch off the top to bottom and taking 1/4 inch off the left to right. So we're going to make 4 of those pieces that are 6 inches by 1/2 inch. That's good, Crystal. Good to hear you're doing well. What was Don saying? Oh, okay. Okay, so we have 4 of these pieces now. Now we're going to cut one that is 6 inches by 2.5 inches. Remember, 6.5 by 2 3/4 on this piece. We're just going to cut down 1/2 inch again on the top and bottom, and 1/4 inch smaller on the sides. So we're going to go ahead and cut this now. And let's see how much we got left here. We got 1.5 inches left. So all we got to do for this is cut this down to 4 3/4 inches. And all you really have for waste on this one piece of 6x6 is this tiny little square. We could probably make this work somehow if we wanted to, but we're just going to set it aside for now, just in case I find a use for it. Okay, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and do our pillars. I'll try to get everything organized here to at least a certain extent. I'm going to go ahead and move my camera a little further down from the desk here so y'all can see me better and see what I'm doing. So we're going to try and make everything look even here, as even as possible. I'm going to go ahead and burnish this glue down. Just got one down. Try and get that settled there. I think that'll work. And when I was using a holographic or whatever it was, metallic paper earlier, it was the cardstock I was using for the layers, or just moving around too much. So that's why I decided to use the orange cardstock on this project. And this is the Creepy and Kooky Halloween cardstock pack. It's 6x6. It's from katscrappiness.com. Usually I would have Jana drop in affiliate links for me, but I just didn't really have time to get those affiliate links ready today. And it's a bit of a process for me right now, unfortunately. So we're doing without today. We got all 4 of these done. Now we're going to do our middle piece. I've got one more piece to layer off here, and it is this one. As you can see, also in this project, I am starting to segue into fall a little bit too. I kind of move this camera down a little further again. Somehow went back to its original position. Okay, so now we're going to be starting to put our pieces on to the card itself. And this is a good beginner-friendly project as well. At least in my opinion, it is. Actually, I don't know why I did that one first, but I did. I can still be all right. Just going to do like that. Now we're going to put our middle piece in. I think that'll look good like that. Anybody have any questions so far on this project or anything really? Go ahead and get paper towel, try and clean some of this cardstock off where the glue stained it. I guess that'll be all right. Okay, cool. And of course, if you missed this live or if you need to go back and reference any part of this live stream, you can always do that on the replay because this will be up on YouTube permanently. So if you're watching a replay, please let me know in the comment section who you are, where you're from. Let me know what y'all think of this video as well. Okay, let's think here. So this is beginnings here of the bridge fold. Try and think what all I want to put on here. Mike could do fire hydrant or something. That looks like it's a little too wide. Might do some with that. Let's see if I can find a piece of craft cardstock here. Okay, I think I'm going to use this to cut the doghouse out with. Yay, Jana's back. I'll cut the roof out with this Craft cardstock. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on top of this. See how that goes. I'm sorry if I'm out of the camera area. Let's see, I think that might work. Let's see how this goes. That is a little too big, so I'm just going to cut these sides off here, like so. So my question now is this. Do we want to put the doghouse on here like this? Or do we want to put it a little bit behind this bridge here, so it'll be sticking out some? What do y'all think? It'll probably look something like this when it's, finished. I think I want to actually have it this up against the back of the bridge, so it'll stick out some, give it some dimension, some more dimension. So I think that's what I'm going to do, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Let me think here. Let's actually put this side on first. Gonna lay that right up against the edge here, like this. On the bridge, gotcha. Well, really behind the bridge, but yeah, I gotcha. We're gonna be different today. Let's just say that. And let's see here. It should go something like that, I guess. So I got little dots of glue here on the front, because we're going to stick it on here like this, I think. I hope this works. I think it'll work. And I know it will look kind of like this when it's folded flat, but I'm cool with that. So I'm going to go ahead and just put some glue on this edge here. I'm going to transfer it over to here, like so. Push it down some. This is the part where it does not want to cooperate well with me usually. Well, we're going to try to get it to. Let's see how this goes. What I do on the opposite side. I think that'll work. It is honestly a little bit off, but I think it'll be okay. Do you think I should take this off and reposition it? Because I probably won't be able to do that now. No, I won't. Let's see. Okay, maybe I can still. That part just fell off. Yeah, I can definitely take this off still. We're going to reposition this, y'all, real quick. To a little closer on this side, I think. I don't have a dog dyer stamp from Katscrappiness. That is the problem. But I could have actually put the fire hydrant next to it, I think. That probably would have worked. See how this turns out. That's much better. Now I think I'm just going to get a piece of this double-sided foam tape and just cut a little bit of it off and stick it to here. See how much I need. This ought to keep it stuck real good. I may actually take this end off too if I need to. Yeah, I'm going to. Because I can. So I'm going to go ahead and cut another piece now. Well, maybe not that piece. Maybe a little slightly larger one. Okay. Here's we go. This will give a little more dimension still. This has not been taken off yet, I don't think. So we're still good on that side. So we're just going to go ahead and put that there. See how this works on the other side? It works fine to me. It's nice and almost centered now. There's we go, y'all. So I'm going to show y'all a little top tip real quick using this punch on how to make a moon shape. Okay. So we got a yellow piece of cardstock here. Want y'all be paying attention for this one. It's pretty cool. Y'all may already know this. I'm not sure. Y'all might. We're going to go ahead and just punch out a circle like usual. I'm using a 2-inch circle punch on this one. Then we're going to stick it back in. Maybe like 2/3 of the way or so. Like that. Punch again. And not only do you have like a crescent moon, which I could do better with that, and just saying, you also got a football, y'all. You also have a football shape here, for real. I'm actually going to go ahead and get this done a little bit more, I think. There we go. That ought to do it. So we can put this moon like up here, I guess. Or we could put it up here, maybe. I like it right here like this. In fact, I got an idea now. Another idea. Gonna put this down, glue it down real nice. And it will be hanging off the side. It's cool. Off this inside part. We want that. And now I'm going to try to find another little something here from Scrappiness. And if I can find it easily enough, I'm going to bring out the Stitched Puffy Clouds die set. We're going to cut this one out, I think. Here. Maybe in this one too. Put this one on this side. Let me see if I can find a little gray piece of cardstock here. I don't think I have any. Therefore, I guess that means I'm going to have to cut out a white cardstock and color it gray. Somehow. I'll try and find... Oh, yeah, I did throw it away, I think. Dang it. Do it away, I bet. Here's some cardstock here. So what y'all think of this card now? Uh-oh. I just did that. Okay, it's cool now. I'll put a cloud next to this moon here. Not entirely on it, but just a little bit. Thanks, Jana. I appreciate it. Now I'm thinking I'm going to add another cloud up here. Yeah, I'm going to. Just need a little bit of glue on there. And there we go. Now we need to find a little saying to put here. See, I like big bones and I cannot lie. You have me at wolf. Dogs, because people suck. You're possum. I choose you. It was me. I let the dogs out. My dog thinks I'm cool and dogs are my favorite people. What y'all want to say here? Thanks, Jana. I when I put that moon on there, I thought I needed the clouds. You know what? I think I'm going to go with... Let's do I choose you today. Or it was me, I'll let the dogs out. I haven't used that one yet. That's what I'm going to use today. I'll let the dogs out. Yes. Exactly. And we're going to condition this stamp first with my hand because I have not used this particular one before. So all you got to really do is just tap it on your finger. I'm not your finger, but your hand. You can use the palm of your hand or the top of your hand, whichever. Just tap it a good few times, and that will condition it some. I think that's good now. Takes a little bit of the extra stickiness off. Let's see if that'll fit. No, I don't think so. I'm going to try this, though. I'll try putting it on here. Uh-oh, I did the wrong side. Mm-hmm. And I knew I was doing that, too, and I didn't stop, apparently. Uh-oh, I'm stamping below the camera angle. Y'all couldn't see me put this on here perfectly. Just peeled off. Perfect. I'm actually in Mississippi, Dawn. I'm in Batesville, Mississippi. I don't know what it's home of. I've been here about 4 years. Before that, I lived in my hometown, War Valley, Mississippi, for over 30 years. But people say they like my accent a lot, so I take that as a compliment usually. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and finish this card up by getting some foam tape here. Let's see here. See if I can get this. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and trim this excess off. At least I'm going to attempt to. There we go. And by the way, there aren't many crafty YouTubers from Mississippi either. So I've not had a meetup with another channel yet or another fellow crafter yet. I want to change that one these days, but I just have not been able to meet any fellow crafters from YouTube yet, because there's nobody else lives around here but me that does this. And it was me. I let the dogs out. And here's our finished card. I'll let y'all look at that for a moment. So what does everybody think of this one? Straighten out the camera first. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Crystal. So I guess this is going to conclude our Funful Friday for this week. I'm Brian. You can find me online at diycrafts and more here on YouTube, and just about every Friday here on the Scrappiness channel at 2 p.m. Central on Fridays. And I don't know what else to say. Just I hope y'all have a great weekend. Yeah, I'll see y'all next time. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't done so yet, please do subscribe. Not only to my channel, but to the Scrappiness channel as well. I hope y'all have a great weekend. I'll see y'all again hopefully soon. Bye.